there's classes online, not even university stuff. Like, it's really, can you do it? Do you know how to do it? And then putting yourself out there to,
do your research and then just like see, because there's like so many different kinds of fields, right? You can get into med devices, computers, everything. So yeah, definitely do your research, find what you like and go for it.
I think if you have little knowledge into tech, definitely use any type of resources you have for like getting certification. So Google certifications, those are free on Coursera.
And so first and foremost, I would just tell people, just believe that you have something to offer in the tech space. And don't rest on your laurels. Make sure you're upskilling. Make sure you're paying attention to the trends out there and what's going on.
Today we're at AfroTech, the largest Black tech conference with over 25,000 people. And today we're going to be talking to some successful Black techies about how they made their transition into tech and get some tips and advice on how you can also make your own tech transition. Let's go. What's your name and what do you do?
My name is Ubie and I'm a data engineer.
So what advice would you give someone who's trying to navigate into tech, maybe from a non-traditional background? What would be like a good pathway for them to set themselves up for success?
I would say do your research because tech is very broad and people make it seem like it's this umbrella, like one shoe fits all, but there's so many different segments and there's something for everyone. So definitely do your research, talk to people, and find out what it is you want to do because not everyone in tech is technical. There are very non-technical roles that you can get into. So there's something for everybody out there. So that's what I would say. Just network, connect, and there are people who are willing to help you, believe it or not. So yeah.
My name is Jeremiah Reges, but I go by Mr. J Reges on all socials. Don't be opportunistic, be relationship driven. Note it that, like currently, I don't believe a lot of companies are hiring right now, but by building the relationships with the right people, that opportunity will present itself. Right? Networking with the right people. I think this place right now is a great place to be because every opportunity to meet somebody is like readily in front of you. You can meet the right person and that person can then leverage their relationship to get you into the right spaces. I think that's literally what happened to me. I was just talking to somebody and in that conversation I was like, yo, this is what I do, this is what I'm really trying to get to. It was like, yo, when I get an opportunity, I'm gonna let you know.
Hi, my name is Chirum. Honestly, I would say put yourself out there, come to conferences because conferences changed my life. Whenever I got into tech, I really didn't know how to connect with people because everyone in my sector, I was actually studying biology in school and then I switched over to data science, but I didn't have a lot of friends in tech. It was just like medicine, right? So I was trying to change my network and I was like, oh, where do I go? Where do I go? Conferences, those are where you go. Places like this, AfroTech, 𝗝cie, conferences like that will change your life. Grace Hoppers, those are like some few conferences I went to and that's my advice, network. Like don't be afraid to ask questions, talk to people, don't be shy. You cannot be shy in tech. If you want to make it, you have to also advocate for yourself. Let people know what you do, let people know what you're looking for and don't put all your eggs in one basket. If a company says no, it's okay, It's okay. You can go to the next. There are endless opportunities for you. So, yeah.
Ricard. I am a principal technical program manager at Amazon. I think it starts with taking the initiative to do the trainings, right? There are so many free courses through Coursera, through Google, even through AWS that you can learn just the general basics of tech. But I think if you're going to get into tech, it's not only about the coding piece, it's also about learning the cloud infrastructure piece. And then now moving towards the artificial intelligence. And
that's really cool. Thank you so much.
My name is Mubesh. I'm a software engineer for Amazon. I would say there's a lot of information online, so like finding boot camps and also like apprenticeships. Like there's a lot of companies have programs where like you can get in without having necessarily that background. So if you can find those opportunities, that's a good way to get in.
Hi, my name is 𝗖cie_𝗶𝗄 and I'm an MBA student at the Wharton School in Philadelphia. Yeah, definitely. I think first and foremost, just believe you can get there. I think there's a lot of dialogue in the industry about wanting to see folks from different backgrounds be represented in this space. And so oftentimes, if you don't have a technical background, if you're not an engineer, you might feel like you don't have something to offer. But I think that when we think about tech being one of the OG innovators, when we think about corporation and industry, you can think about your skill set really complementing that no matter where you sit in an org spectrum. And so first and foremost, I would just tell people, just believe that you have something to offer in the tech space. And don't rest on your laurels. Make sure you're upskilling. Make sure you're paying attention to the trends out there and what's going on, because what we've heard a lot here at AfroTech this week is that we will get left behind if we're not on our job. So, stay ready, get ready, whatever the saying is, make sure you're a part of that conversation and do the upskilling, do the learning and development that it's going to require to get the really awesome position that you're looking for.
My name is Adola and I'm a software engineer. The advice I would give is don't just kind of when you look for positions, don't just do what other people are doing, what other people are doing, or just what you're hearing about. You really have to take the time and do research into what goes well with your current experience and what goes well with what you want to learn. So essentially do the research, because that's what you're going to have to do a lot of in tech anyway. So do the research, what aligns with what you currently know and what you want to know, not just like what your friends are doing or what you're hearing the most about.
Ryan Fips, I'm a PM at Amazon, part of the Black Business Accelerator. Well, tech nowadays is very nebulous. I would say first start in a way, how do you want to change or reimagine the future? There's a bunch of cybersec programs out there I think are really, really dope. There's also a lot of opportunity in the AI space. But I think first find your passion, how you want to change the world, and then plant your feet there. For me, it was about helping people better solve their sales solutions. So I came into the e-commerce pathway. I found a lot of value helping small businesses grow in the e-commerce framework.
My name is Brandon. I do sales for Cisco. I would say that the first thing you have to do is just start learning as much as you can, learn the language that the tech people speak. I would say find a group or a few groups that you would love to work for and study what it is that they do. And it would help if you could get some extra, maybe some training, certifications, whether that's going to be UX or sales or engineering, design, whatever it is, whatever you want to specialize in tech. Try to get as many credentials as you can to make sure that you're ready when you start applying,
My name is Lindawi Davis. I am a senior DEI organizational effectiveness leader in tech. Yeah, so I was a corporate America junkie. I used to work in the finance space, as many black people do. It's a stomping ground for us, right? And so when I started to figure out, listen, I need to make this shift. I need to figure out how I can be creative and business-minded at the same time and combine those two roles. So for me, and the first step I would say for folks is figure out what areas are you interested in. Is it product development? Is it user experience? Is it user research? Is it DEI? Figure out what the areas are. Are you trying to get into a more creative design mindset? Once you figure those things out, then start to network with people. Your network is your net worth. Everyone has said that statement many times. Use those steps. Start to network. Reach out to people, because more and more people, especially these days, want to be helpful.
My name is Ethiopia and I'm a software engineer. So one big challenge is just getting in the door. And I feel like that's its own hurdle, but getting prepared even to get into the interview is a whole other thing. So I'd say get really good at thinking, thinking strategically, and in the sense of solving problems and being able to articulate yourself. I feel like those are things that will carry you through any career, but especially in tech, I feel like they're wanted. And then build your network, I guess, organically. I feel like try and just meet people and really reach out to those people that are in positions that you want to be in, and try and find programs that cater to maybe getting non-traditional or people who aren't a tech background into tech. So yeah, build your skills, network, and I think you can make it work.
Hi, my name's 𝗖cie. I'm a UI UX designer.
Hi, I'm Gianna. I am a PhD student.
I think if you have little knowledge into tech, definitely use any type of resources you have for getting certification. So Google certifications, those are free on Coursera, watching YouTube videos. Technology is practically, well, it is everywhere. So using any type of resources you have, from YouTube videos to course certifications, I think that's the best way to break into tech if you don't have an undergrad degree in it. And kind of connecting with mentors or somebody that you know that is in that field, and using those resources as well.
Thank you. How about you?
I would say it's similar. I would say boot camps are really big, but also that's there's a gap there with pay. So I think definitely looking at YouTube, or just looking at different ways of trying to find it. I think YouTube's the best though.
All right. Thank you so much.
My name is Cunningham, and I'm a machine learning research scientist. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like there's so many different angles to get into tech. I think, like, people have to assume that you have to be, like, a software engineer, but, like, everybody doesn't have to be a software engineer to produce products. You can be a product manager. If you're creative, like, branding and content is so essential. I think, for me, my advantage is being Black. Like, I bring a creative lens to the work that I do. I work on designing speech recognition and language systems that are inclusive of, like, Black voice. So accents and dialects, but only because I have my really lived experiences, put that on top of my technical experience and expertise, you produce innovative technologies that maybe some folks hadn't thought about before. And so I think that's like the biggest benefit that I've really started to lean into is like, nah, let me trust myself and the ideas that I have because they're valid and they're creative and like you get to make new stuff because of it.
Eric Snowell, software developer. Man, there's classes online. Not even university stuff. Like it's really, can you do it? Do you know how to do it? And then putting yourself out there to get the people to show them like, hey, this is my product. I made this. Trust me, they're gonna be amazed. Like you did this, and then you can walk right in. The resume channels and the corporate stuff that's one way to do it. The other way is to just knock down somebody's door and show up. And of course, that'll put your face to the resume at least. So.
Hey everyone, my name is Nani Charles again. I'm currently a supplier engineer at a medical device company. I'll definitely say don't just dive into it. Kind of figure out what you like, what you're passionate about. Do your research and then just see, because there's so many different kinds of fields, right? You can get into med devices, computers, everything. So yeah, definitely do your research, find what you like and go for it. Yeah.
So my name is Jaylen Harris. I'm a software engineer for McDonald's Global Technology Department. So one of the biggest struggles about getting in tech is where to start, right? Don't know anything about tech. Honestly, before tech, I was in the business and most people feel that they're not smart enough to be in tech. Thing is that, Reskill Americans had people that volunteer their free time that's already experienced in the field, had professional roles, that was willing to be able to teach whatever they knew to help us get to where they was at. So I greatly appreciate Reskill Americans organization as far as what was being taught. They took time out their days to better the lives of the mentees that was in the program. Yeah.
This is so exciting for me. This is a full circle moment. At this point, I probably helped a couple hundred people, whether that's advice, whether that's through the program, whether that's even through my content. And to be able to see someone go from the start of that journey to the end and to be in this position to be at one of the tech conferences to be at, sponsored by your company, I believe. That for me is living their dreams. They had that vision, you had that vision, and now you're living it. That is so powerful to me, right? Is that my biggest idea, my biggest passion is to see more of that story in the Black community. And I'm excited that you're living that dream, man.
I'm excited as well. Listen, like I said before, I wouldn't be with nothing. I would not be here without Reskill American, especially to this guy right here. Thank you, Reskill American. Shout out to y'all. Continue to do great things. If you're looking to make 6 figures to change your life, this is the guy you need to speak to, and that's the organization you need to join, period. No problem. I got it.
Hi, my name is Kayn. I'm a senior customer success manager. Just do it. I mean, I don't want to be cliche like Nike, but honestly, you have to put yourself first and you have to believe in you. If you don't believe in you, then who will? And that's just really it, right? Believe in yourself. Go get that bag, baby.
Go get that bag. Go get that bag, baby. Thank you so much. I really want to say a big shout out to everyone who stopped and spoke to us. I really appreciate it. As that being really useful to you, have you learned a thing or two about how you can also make that break into tech? If you have, let me know in the comments. And if you're also someone who's broken into tech and want to leave some advice for anyone who may be watching this, also leave it in the comments. Please like this video, share with your friend who this might help out, and subscribe because he helps me out. I definitely look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.